Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm just going to kind of do a get ready with me. I'm going to show you some new products I've been using, probably some old products. Let's just get into it. I'm using my June & Co sponge. I've been loving this thing, especially because my skin's been a little drier, so I can put a little bit of moisture in this and, help to aid in putting my products on. I actually split this one a little bit. This is the one thing I'm always talking about with these. If you're not careful when you clean them, they will split like that. I am going to be changing this one out probably today. I just realized to split it, but I picked up this thing here on Amazon. I picked it up, I think it was like $11. Now, I'm always breaking my sprayers from my setting sprays, or you get like this, that you don't want to get hit in the face with that. So, I found this. I've seen a couple other makeup artists that had these, and I really wanted one, and I just kind of hit Amazon the other day and didn't give up. This is a continuous spray mister. Let me show you the inside. It has that little piece right there that comes down, and that helps it keep a continuous pressure in there. And it's got a cool little handle, but let me show you see, isn't that awesome? I like it because I can come in here, and if I forgot to wet my beauty blender, like right now, I can do that. I can mist my face down. This is just bottled water that's in here right now, but I did get it to put some of my setting sprays in that I really don't like how their sprayers are. I picked up this guy here from Sephora. It was $55. It is the Giorgio Armani Prima Glow Control Glow Moisturizer SPF 35. Now, this has a color to it. It only comes in, I think, 4 colors, but when you get into, see, it's got a little bit, it's got a little bit of coverage to it, not a whole lot, but what I found is I like to take it and put it like this on my sponge and work it in. I get a light coverage from it, but I get an amazing amount of moisture, but it just, see how it just knocks down that redness and gives me just a little bit of coverage. I haven't found one that I like this well. All of the other kind of tinted, it's almost like a tinted moisturizer. I would put it in that category. All the tinted moisturizers that I found, actually, when they dry down or soak into your skin, they leave almost like a kind of chalky look to my skin. My skin is, like I've told you guys before, it's very dehydrated. It's not necessarily dry. I do get dry patches right through here. And that's usually when I'm using, full coverage products or little heavier products that don't really, moisturize the skin. Now, what I did I used this the other day, so it's not a first impression. I've actually used this twice. And you see how I put it on a little heavy. Now I'm going to let it sit there for a second as I do the rest of my face, because what I'm doing is I'm letting that dry a little bit. And by doing that, see, it helped kind of give it a little more coverage. Because I want a little bit more coverage right through there. I like it doesn't really clump up. It doesn't grab to dry patches because it is basically a moisturizer. It's adding moisture to your skin. Now you can see, I'll show you up close. I mean, you can still see my skin through this. You can still see some of the redness, but look at the glow. It just has this really pretty glow to it. Now that glow will not dry down. It's gonna keep that glow, but it's 100 degrees out here, so I do go ahead and put a little bit of powder over this. I do have a little discoloration under my eyes today. I haven't slept very good in the last couple days. I usually don't have too much discoloration under my eyes, but this is more, when you use this is more of a natural kind of finish, where you're not piling on a ton of foundation and makeup and whatnot. Now, I'm going to grab this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible, what is it called? Full Wear. This is in the color, I think this is an oatmeal. I don't think this is the lightest color. I think it's like 2 up, but I know it's pretty light. I'm just going to put one little dot on each side there. And I'm only doing that. I don't really want a ton of coverage out of this. The only thing with the sponge, I use this little flat, it's got this little flat bumper side. But see how that just brightened some of that up? It's not a super ton of coverage, but it does kind of help knock out that discoloration I have there. But you don't want a ton of coverage. When you're using something that is a lighter coverage like this Armani, you don't want to use a super ton of coverage under your eyes, and then you're going to have almost like that raccoon mask of full coverage versus, you know, lighter coverage. See, I blended it down into the cheek a little bit, and I still have a little bit of that on here. You can kind of pat that through where you're getting a little bit of that coverage from the concealer. See how I kind of blended it down and just saw, and it really just softened out. Now I'm gonna grab my powder. I've been going back and forth between my décolleté powder and the bamboo powder. I love this bamboo powder. If you have drier skin, this is like a godsend. I mean, it is, look how, can you see it? I don't even think you can see it like floating up. It is so finely milled. Now what I do is I just kind of pat into it and swirl it around, and then I'll just tap it in. Now I tap it into areas that don't really like to hold product. And that is, of course, my cheeks. Now I don't want to take all of the glow away from the from that Armani. See, it still has a little bit of glow, but this is gonna bring it down to more of a natural kind of satiny kind of finish. I like to go a little heavier around my chin. I have just really enjoyed this powder. It is so, see, I picked it up with my hand. Let me pick it up a little more. See, I picked it up with my hand, and it is just, I mean, this is the finest powder you're gonna ever, I've never felt another powder like this, and until you feel this, you won't fully understand. But that is how I do the skin. And I mean, you can still feel a lot of the moisture from the moisturizer and from that Armani without that powder just pulling it all up. But they are from Jordana, and they are called Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lip Colors. And I picked up these two colors here. One's more of a peachy tone, one's more of a pink. And I do believe these were like $3 to $5. I can't remember exactly, but haven't tried them yet, but I have heard they are really nice. I think I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes now, because then I can kind of judge what I'm going to do on my cheeks after. Now, if you guys have seen my Instagram, you have seen this eyeshadow palette. I am in the middle. I just picked up this thing from Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks. But it has 6 compartments, and I picked up 2. I picked up one for my eye brushes, one for my face brushes. But I haven't organized it completely yet, and I don't have it where I want it. I'm in the process of completely redoing my makeup room, so give me a second here. I'm moving these over to where I can get to it. Now, I picked this up. This is the Nomad Cosmetics, the Tokyo palette. This thing. Oh, you guys know I love my pastels. It has some of the most unusual colors in it. This here, this yellow is like a duochrome. It's a kind of a yellowy pinky kind of color. It is like, see how it has that yellow to it? The yellow's not showing up as much. It has a yellow into pink, but the yellow is almost like, it's almost like a matte with a topper over it is how it comes up. The whole bottom row is like that. They're just really, this green is really unusual. That green right there. That is just so pretty. And the pink and these mattes are just, these mattes are beautiful. I'm gonna grab this here. This is, I can't pronounce these, so I'm not gonna try. I don't speak Japanese, nor do I try. So I'm gonna pick up this light color here. I'm just gonna show you the colors. I'm not going to try to say them. Pick up that there, and I'm just going to, that is pretty much the color of my skin tone. So I'm just going to make sure that little bit of I just used a little bit of that Armani. I didn't really use a primer. I'm gonna grab this brush here. This is, I've really been loving these two. These are the Luxe, the Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease Brush is what this is, 231. I'm gonna grab that, and I think I'm gonna grab this yellow. I can say that, that's Mel Tea Room. I can say one, and I'm gonna grab that and put that right into my crease here. It's a little stiffer brush because of being matte pastels. I want to kind of pat the color down a little more. See how it builds? It does build up pretty. I like to lay it down with a brush that's a little more firm, like how this one is. And then I like to go over it and blend it out with something a little more fluffy to get that color down. And then I'm going to grab my Wayne Goss number 3 brush. This is a kind of longer kind of brush. And I like to go, I'm going to start at the top. And now see how I'm not touching that down tight into the crease. I'm just going around the edge and really just blending that in too. I'm just using this as kind of a background for the other color that I'm doing. I'm not using a whole ton of colors today. I'm just kind of, it's more of like washes of color in my crease and on my lid, just to kind of give it a pretty kind of summery look. Finally found out what this brush was. You guys have seen me use this. It's a dual-ended brush, and I could never figure out what it was. It just had a weird design on it. It's Beauty Junkies, because I bought a Beauty Junkies magnetic palette, and it comes with a free brush. And this is the free brush it comes with. I love this end. I use this end so much. You guys see me use this a lot. And I also use this packing side. I'm going to grab that. Now, I'm going to grab the packing side. I'm going to grab this pink color here. And I'm just going to kind of hold this at an angle is what I like to do. And kind of what I'm doing is I'm holding it like this and going into the crease with one side and letting this kind of sit like that. So what I'm doing is picking up, see how I have the product there? I'm kind of teaching you guys my little tricks here. This is how I do when I'm in a big hurry. I'll do that because I can get that in. See how quick it got that in the crease? But it blended at the same time. And this is why I like this brush, because this is like a one and done brush. Because I go over here. And then blend it out. I'm going to pick that pink up on that brush as well, just to make sure I don't blend that out too much. It's so beautiful. Now I've kind of lost that yellow, so I'm going to pick up that yellow over here and just lightly dust that across the top. What I've been doing with these is really just kind of a simple, almost like a wash of color kind of. I'm going to grab my MAC 242 and try to figure out what I want to put on the lid. I think I'm going to go ahead in with this. I'm going to grab this yellow again. I love this color. Grab that yellow. I'm going to put some matte yellow down first. That's what I did. And then bring that over it. That is just so stinking pretty. It depends what angle. I'm going to use my finger actually. It depends what angle you look at this at, that you really see what color you're getting. I am putting the matte yellow down underneath it, just to kind of help aid that yellow a little bit. I didn't put like a super ton of it. And I'm going to take my finger and put that pink. It's a Zaxu. Yeah, I can say another one. I'm going to use my finger and put that right over. And just kind of press that right onto the lid over it. And it does have some yellow pigment to it. You can see it does bring some yellow to it, but it has that pink in it, and it's just so pretty. I think I am going to go ahead and grab my 242 and pick that up and just kind of even out the areas that just didn't get real even with my finger. You ever go over something with your finger and you just feel like you missed something? Especially right up around the edge. It makes it so much easier to get up around there. Now on the outer, I think I'm going to go ahead with this purple. Oh, there we go. It's kind of a pinky purple. I'm going to put that on the outer corner. I'm just going to use this 242 for that. And kind of letting it blend over into that other color. These are some of the most unusual pigments you will ever use. I'm going to go over to here. I'm going to grab this Owatu. Look, I'm trying to say them now. I'm going to do that over this. That did it. I wanted more shimmery goodness. So I'm going to put that right on over it. It's very duochromy. It's very glowy, but if you look at it, see, it's very clear under that. I think I set that on the middle the other day when I used it. I can't remember. If you look on my Instagram, you'll see I did a really light kind of wash of color with all these colors the other day, just to kind of try them out and get a first impression on it. I'm going to grab a brush and just come under here. There's not like a super ton of fallout, but anytime you use some of these shinier colors, you get that. But it's just so pretty. I just really enjoy these. I'm going to take this fluffy brush and just kind of make sure everything is blended out there. I kind of want to put like a blue in my water. You know what I am? I'm going to put some blue in my waterline. I'm going to use this here. This is from Smashbox, and this is called Blueprint. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my waterline. Now that is pretty. Now I'm going to grab another palette real quick because I want to like put some blue shadow underneath. I'm going to grab my Blue Lead palette. I have been dipping in this more than any of the Jeffree Star palettes, and it's just really surprising to me that I use it that much. But this color right here, Blue Monday, has been like my beauty like go-to color. Look at that. I'm just going to bring that underneath to kind of help accentuate that bottom lash line a little bit. This is the Wayne Goss number 5 brush. I'm just using that to come right across that waterline. You know, just because we're doing an eye look, it doesn't mean you can't go, you know, using one palette. It doesn't mean you can't grab multiple palettes. I will be sitting here some days and I will have a look in mind and I'll be like, oh no, I need a teal for that. And I'll run and grab a different palette. Or I need this for that or that for that. I think I'm gonna, you know, I kind of want to tone that. I'm gonna grab this here. This is Flourishing. That's the teal color. And I just want to I kind of want to see if that'll brighten this up. Yep, it did. See how it just brought a little bit of brightness over that blue? Turn down the naviness to it and make it more of a kind of royally kind of blue. That is that. But yeah, I have been using this palette so much. I was watching somebody the other day and it's so cute. Guys, this color right here is called Cullinan. And the reason why it's named that, the largest diamond in the world is the Cullinan diamond. And that was actually, it was the largest diamond in the world. It was broke down into, if you watch my video about this, I tell you all about it. I can't remember exactly, but I love this color. I'm going to take this little brush here. This is the Pure Cosmetics from the Grinch collection. You know, I don't know what it is about their brushes, but I have always loved their brushes. Their face brushes especially. The pink brush I picked up a minute ago, that was the Pure brush out of the My Little Pony. But I mean, look at that. Is that not, it lays down that color perfectly. Not to mention that is a perfect freaking color for this. Gives me just a little bit of glow. I'm going to grab that and put a tiny bit on the inner corner. I believe they made 33 diamonds total out of this, out of the Cullinan, out of that diamond. I'm trying to remember now. I know the largest of it was being the Cullinan diamond. Or no, the largest was the diamond in the scepter of the Queen's scepter. That's what it was. The largest one was the top piece, whatever they call the top piece of the Queen's scepter. I just realized I haven't even done my eyebrows. What am I? You know, I got a doctor's appointment and I don't want to go. So I'm like taking my time. in doing this. I have been not feeling well at all, so I have been avoiding everything, including like leaving the couch. Really, I just wasn't feeling up to anything, and I hate feeling like that, but I go through that a lot. And when you have a chronic illness and you deal with chronic pain, those are kind of things that just, you kind of, unfortunately, you get used to. You do, but you don't get used to. Why does that look wrong right there? Oh, goodness. I have been back to using, I go back and forth between using a pencil and using this Goof Proof Brow. I like this Goof Proof Brow because I can just kind of, you seen how I just ran that across and just didn't do a whole lot of anything, and it was done, and then just kind of work it through. I don't want like a super made up look today, and of course my eyes are always done, period. I could go without wearing any makeup on my entire face. I could go without wearing any makeup on my entire face, but my eyes will be done always. Something I like to do. I'm gonna grab this. This is a Wingoss number 2 brush, and I've been liking this for my highlight lately. And this, of course, is my favorite highlight ever, and that is the Juvia's Place Tribe Highlighter 3. God, I can't even think today. I don't know if you guys have heard all the drama with Juvia's Place and all that. I try to stay out of all that, you know. And somebody actually said to me the other day, "Oh, does that mean you like support, you know, the prejudice and all that?" I'm like, girl, we're all one color in my world. I don't care. I'm just not getting in the drama. I don't want any part of it. See, and this is where we're going to put the glow back in. See, I don't have a whole lot of makeup on my actual face, but I do have, you know, a put together look. Anyway, this is the Balm, what is it? Take Home the Bronze. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm going to grab that. This is a BOM, Royal Nickel BOM 36 brush. I'm just going to use that to put a little bronzer. I need a little bit, let's grab a little bit of blush. I am still, you know, I like these light color blushes. I forget where I heard about this one. This, I don't even remember what this is. Who is this made by? I don't remember who this is made by. I got this cute little brush. It's called Copper Wind Pure Pressed Blush in the color Copper Wind, but it doesn't have the name of the company, and it just has that little symbol on it. But look at this color. It's so pretty. It's I don't know. It may have been a sample. I don't know. It could have came in a BoxyCharm. If I find it, I'll put it down in the comments below. But look, it's like such a natural color for me. Just gives me that flush look, which I don't, you know me, I don't like to put a lot of red back in my face at all, but it is what it is. I'm going to go back and grab, this is the brush I was doing the powder with, and I just like to come across right at the edges of where my color products were, and I just like to kind of press what just the leftover powder is on there. Now you can see some of the red coming through from my skin, some of the natural imperfections of my skin, but it's a tinted moisturizer, so I mean that's kind of the whole thought behind it. You want more of a natural look. I'm gonna try this new lippy, this Jordana lippy. Why do I keep thinking H&M? I don't know. I will find out. I'm just a mess today. You know, this was just supposed to be kind of a get ready with me, kind of just throw makeup on. I wasn't going to talk about a whole lot. I was just going to get ready to go, and I figured I would do my makeup. That is pretty. I love light colors like this. Usually when they're a little splotchy, you can kind of work your lips together as it's drying. Seeing that kind of evened it out there on the inside of your lip. I hate that. Just so you don't see that so much. I mean, it's gonna wear off, but it is what it is. And God, I wish I would have put my setting spray in that sprayer. Okay, this is a new one that I got. I think I got this in a glossy box. This is Truffle Therapy Skin & Co. Aqua Illuminate Truffle Therapy Illuminating Skin Refreshing Mist. Now, that is actually, it's very refreshing. They're not kidding with refreshing, but you can see how it's really just kind of setting, it sunk right in. My face is already dry. Leave any marks. It does have a little bit of a color. It has these little like pearls to it. Can you see that? It has this little reflective, it's not clear by no means. I don't know if you could see that when I had it in my hand. Well, you can see it in the bottle. It's a very, see, and it's got that, it's really pretty. It's got very light reflective properties to it. It has a very natural smell to it too. Like almost like a spa smell. I really like it. It really just made my skin just feel like you know when you first put your moisturizer on, right after you tone your face and you put your moisturizer on and like cool air hits your face? That's how this feels. Let me grab some mascara. I finally found my Guerlain mascara. I don't know. It's the gold one. I love this one. I've used this twice, my own, and I couldn't find it. It just slightly disappeared. I don't want heavy lashes today. I am gonna grab my Permy Up lash. I'm gonna just go over the ends just to kind of pull these up a little bit. I believe this is a tubing mascara. What a tubing mascara is it surrounds the lash where it doesn't weight it down. It kind of surrounds it and helps to stiffen the lash. And they really hold curl that way when you do that. But that is that there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this just as always. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.